Dream. What is it according to your point? Let me take you to a ride of few untold dreams in this lockdown period. Tens of thousands of daily wage migrant workers suddenly found themselves without jobs or a source of income when India announced lockdown on 24th March. Overnight, the cities they had helped build and run seemed to have turned their backs on them. The trains and buses which should have carried them home suspended. So, with the looming fear of hunger, men, women, and children were forced to begin arduous journeys back to their villages, cycling, hitching rides on autos, lorries, water tankers, and few milk vans. They weren't always alone. Some had young children, and others had pregnant wives, and the life they had built for themselves packed into their own ragtag bags. Now, let me tell you some untold stories of this lockdown. Sanju Yadav and her daughter Nandini. Sanju Yadav is a woman from Uttar Pradesh and her husband was Rajan. They both had two children, Nitin and Nandini. They arrived in India's financial capital Mumbai a decade ago with few belongings and dreams of their brighter future. It was not like she didn't like the village life, but she just knew that Mumbai offered them better opportunities for all of them. Indeed, it was Sanju that encouraged Rajan to push himself. Her husband used to do an 8-hour shift in a factory, so Sanju motivated him to do something more. So they bought a food cart and started selling snacks from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. She pushed her husband to think big. She used to say that having her own business was way better than a job. Job had a fixed salary, but business allowed us to grow. 2 years ago, after all the hard work seemed to be paying off, Rajan used his savings and a bank loan to buy an auto. The vehicle for hire brought more money for Sanju and her family, and then came the deadly coronavirus. The couple first heard Prime Minister Narendra Modi talk about the virus on TV on 19th March. A full 3-week lockdown was imposed and announced less than a week later. They used most of their savings to pay rent, repay the loan, and buy groceries in March and April. They were hoping that the city would reopen in May, but then the lockdown was extended again. Out of money and options, they decided to go back to village in Jaunpur district in Uttar Pradesh state. They applied for tickets on special trains, but they were not getting any tickets because they had no luck for a week. Desperate and exhausted, they decided to undertake a 1500-kilometer long journey in their auto. The family of 4 left in Mumbai on 9th May. Rajan would drive from 5 to 11 and then he would take a rest during the day. And at 7 p.m. the family would be back on the road until 11 p.m. They ate whatever dry food they had packed and slept on pavements. The prospect of being in the safety of our own village kept them going. But in early hours of 12th May, just 200 kilometers from their village, a truck rammed into auto from behind. Sanju and Nandini died on the spot. Rajan and his son Nitin escaped with minor injuries. It all ended so quickly. When asked Rajan about this incident, he said, "We were so close to our village. We were so excited but have nothing left now, just a big void." He says that he can't help but keep thinking about the train tickets that never came. He also said that, "I wish I had gotten the tickets. I wish I had never started the journey. I wish I was not poor." And here comes the second incident of Lallu Ram Yadav. For 10 years, this 55-year-old had worked as security guard, 12 hours a day and 6 days a week. But his hard work amounted a little once the lockdown began, and his cousins both found their savings quickly ran out. Laluram Yadav called his family to say that they were coming home. At least he would now get to spend time with his children, he said. So Lallu Ram and Ajay Kumar joined the desperate scramble to find a way home to village in Uttar Pradesh Allahabad district, some 1400 kilometers away. But the price demanded by the lorry drivers proved very too much. Instead, inspired by the migrants walking home they saw on the television, they just packed small bags and began the journey on foot with 4 friends. They covered around 400 kilometers in the first 48 hours, hitching in lorries along the way. But the journey was more difficult than they had imagined. It was really hot and they would get tired quickly during walking. The leather shoes they were wearing were extremely uncomfortable. They all had blisters on their feet after walking for a day. But giving up was not the option. One evening, Lallu Ram started complaining about breathing difficulties. They had just entered Madhya Pradesh state. They still had a long way to go, but they decided to rest for a while before starting again. Then badly, Lallu Ram Yadav never woke up. When they took him to a nearby hospital, they were told that he had a cardiac arrest triggered by exhaustion and fatigue. They didn't know what to do with the body. An ambulance was going to take 5 to 8 hours away to reach them. The group had around 15,000 rupees, so the amount needed to hire a lorry. But one driver agreed to take rest of payment later, and that's how they took the body back home again. Lallu Ram Yadav couldn't fulfill the promise of spending more time with his children again. The family's only breadwinner is gone. Ajay Kumar, his cousin, when they asked about this incident, he said nobody helped us. My cousin didn't have to die, but it was a choice between hunger and the long journey. We poor people often have to pick the best from several bad choices. It didn't work out for my cousin this time. And the next saddest tragedy was the 16 migrant laborers were crushed to death by a goods train in Maharashtra after they fell asleep on tracks. The workers were walking towards their home state Madhya Pradesh after they lost their jobs due to COVID-19 lockdown. Most public transportation has already been cancelled due to these lockdown norms. These workers had started from Jalna to go to Bhusawal, both in Maharashtra state, as a distance of 157 kilometers, and had planned to go to their native places Umaria and Shadol in Madhya Pradesh, which is about 850 kilometers away. They left Jalna at 7 pm on Thursday and initially walked on road and later onto the track towards Aurangabad. After walking for 36 kilometers, these workers started feeling very tired and sat on the track between Karnad and Badnapur railway stations for taking some rest. They gradually went into deep sleep. And sadly, it was 5:22 am in the morning and that the approaching goods train ran over these laborers. Sadly, the coronavirus pandemic hit Indian poor very hard. I'm just saying, if you find a migrant worker nearby, help them financially or else send them to their native if they wished. The dreams of tired migrant workers showed up were not fulfilled. At least now, let's all together make sure that it won't repeat with others. Jai Ho.